In most stories, the protagonist gets transported to another world and becomes a hero. But in this anime, it is the biggest villain of the other world who gets transported back to the real world. He is nothing like the kind-hearted protagonists in other anime. Instead, he treats killing as entertainment and sees wandering souls as mere toys. He is the corpse god. The corpse god's true form is just ahead. Because of the countless massacres he caused, at least millions have died at his hands. After reaching max level, the hero immediately led a group of adventurers to defeat him. But unexpectedly, even though the hero was overwhelmingly powerful, he could only fight the corpse god to a stalemate, and was even slightly at a disadvantage. The corpse god is not only insanely powerful himself, but can also summon all kinds of monsters, such as a corrupted dragon, and massive armies of skeletons. After a full day and night of battle, the corpse god finally got bored, and unleashed his ultimate move to finish the hero. The hero had never seen a spell like this before, but had no choice but to respond with his strongest attack. Fortunately, a priest arrived just in time, and immediately buffed the hero with attack and defense enhancements, finally giving him the upper hand in power. However, the collision of the two forces was too intense, causing space and time to distort.
My memory is hazy. Let's see. I cast a spell. And then what? Did it activate?
At that moment, a boy suddenly woke up in the real world, with a fatal wound on his neck. He had just stepped out of an alley and was curiously observing this world, when he was immediately spotted by a drone. He thought something was wrong with his head. How could a dead person be walking? When he saw a screen on a building, he assumed it was some kind of mirror magic. After seeing a little girl smiling, he realized this was a very peaceful era. Though he did not know whether his original world was peaceful, but the peace he longed for was not for humans but for the undead. Soon he was noticed by two police officers. Since he could not speak Japanese, they assumed he was a foreign tourist. When the officers saw the fatal wound on his neck, they immediately tried to take him to the hospital. But at that moment, a girl suddenly dropped from above, grabbed him and started running. Confused, he was dragged into an empty alley. Based on what the girl said, he thought she might be a friend of this body. But when the girl hugged him and realized he still had body heat and was not a spirit, she immediately pulled out a weapon to kill him again. It turned out she was the one who caused the fatal wound on his throat, and the two instantly entered a deadly chase. This mortal body was exhausted after just running up 2 floors. Even though he had lost all his magic power, he still retained his combat skills. His mind could react, but his body could not keep up. Yet even this was already exceptional among humans, which only made the girl more interested in him. Soon the boy ran into a rundown warehouse, and the girl followed. She said this place was used by gangs for killings, and there were even rumors that it was haunted, making it the perfect place to finish him off. However, when the boy used his special vision, he saw that the place was filled with wandering souls. He turned around, he had only run out of magic. His abilities were not gone. He could also tell the girl was filled with violent energy. Even the spirits feared her.
Why that is?
They are my playthings.
At that moment, the boy absorbed all the surrounding souls and instantly returned to peak condition. Meanwhile, the adventurers in the other world believed they had defeated the corpse god. Only the hero sensed something was off. Although the corpse god was indeed defeated, it felt like he was not truly dead, but rather had used some kind of transfer magic.